art from our director that he has really emphasized and focused on the identity. And I think today it is not merely organizing this particular Indigenous Day, but merely asserting our right and marking as our identity is a day of today. And I think we're really thankful to our international forum who have really recognized our rich culture, our rich civilizations, our rich habitations that we have been belonging to this country, to this northeast region. So therefore, we are really proud. Imagine when we are one of the oldest civilizations, and in fact, we need to assert our right from whom we never knew from whom. Because we are being termed as a tribal, but nowhere in the Indian constitutions, nowhere in the law of land that the tribal one is existing. If we really emphasize the meaning and understanding of the tribal, I mean it is really uncivilized. But today, the international forum has given us the identity, saying that these people are the son of soil, who have really looked into mountain, who has really looked into forest, who has really looked into land, and who has really looked into water, stream, and so on and so forth. So we are the owner of this land. We are the owner of this son of soil. But today, when we became a part of India, today we are being known as a tribal. So from today, we are urging the government of India, please don't call us tribal. Call us with our own identity. That will be the most appropriate. So therefore, I think we need to stand, and today where we are with our dress, traditional dress, is actually we cannot be a mainland stream even if you try to allow us to become a mainland stream, because our identity, our future, our culture, our language, our dress, our food habit is totally different. So please let us make us to remain as what we are. I think that is the identity that we should carry out. And particularly this year themes, the role of indigenous women in the preservations and transmissions of traditional knowledge is something very not simple. It's a very, very unique and very important for our women, because we all knew, like in the history of our ancestor, it is a woman who really keeps the identity, who really keeps our recognitions, who really show the owners of the land. I think wherever you go with our traditional dress, I think they are able to identify us that this fellow belongs to Nagaland, these people belongs to Tripura, these people belongs to Arunachal, these people belongs to Mizoram, these people belong to Meghalaya, Manipur, and Sikkim, and so on and so forth. But today, we always intend to compromise, and we intend to dress up. At least for today particular day, I would love to see that every one of us would have really wear our own traditional dress. But today we feel shy to wear our dress. We feel shy to tell that we are indigenous people. I think that is the saddest part, and where we could not actually challenge and we cannot carry out our identity. Therefore, we need to respect ourselves. We need to respect our traditional dress so that we can really transfer and transmit to the younger generations who are actually upcoming. So that is what the role of our women should be. And it is not merely like coming and giving a deliberations and a good message to the audience, but we have to show by our actions, not by our mouth. What is by our action? If you start wearing our own traditional dress, at least the younger generation, the little girl who is sitting with a traditional dress, will always remember, and nobody will able to make them or force them not to wear the indigenous dress. But today, they will be the young child, they will be the young generation, and that is what we call is the pillar of the generation, where they are able to carry out the generations, the identity across the globe, across the world. So therefore, today it is very significant for us coming from Tripura. Once upon a time, we were not allowed to wear our traditional dress. We were not allowed to speak our own mother tongue. There was a kind of suppression that we were made. But today, across the corner of Tripura, every society, every community, every district is organizing the Indigenous Day with lot of colorful traditional dress. And Autonomous District Council officially organizing this Indigenous Day, which is very, unique in the Northeast. Though the entire state is celebrating and they were really like enjoying, and we are having a lot of food festival, indigenous food festival, and showing our own traditional dress, carrying our, we don't use in the earlier times like a suitcase or another thing. So all this which is made out of bamboo, we are all carrying and we are showing. This, what does it mean? This is the significance that we are transmitting our culture, our traditions to those younger generation who have really forgotten. That is a message that we are actually passing on to our next generation, and that is what we want them to be. And today I was telling one of our Naga brothers who was actually playing a flute. I said, today we are not with a full traditional dress. He said, actually I was not aware. I said, but we all should be aware today Indigenous Day. We all proclaim to be Indigenous Day, but when we come to the hall, we feel shy to wear our own traditional dress. But at least I really feel proud of him. Like he came and making us to recall the ancestor time. They're playing the flute made of bamboo at home. So nice, so beautiful, and the sound that he made us to understand the different meaning. It is not only the sound that he plays the song, but this sound has got a different variation and different meaning to the generation, to the people. So this is how we communicate with our indigenous people, and this is how we communicate when we go for a Zoom cultivation, because we are so much connected with the nature. The Zoom is not merely like earning or cultivating for our survival, but it also makes a meaning to preserve our identity. When we go to Zoom, we don't simply wear the torn clothes or we wear a simple clothes, but we wear a traditional clothes and we carry our knife and dao and everything, and we carry it out made of bamboo and we go to the Zoom. And from one Zoom to the other Zoom, how do we call each other and how do we actually communicate? It's all through flutes, it's all through song, it's all through different mode of communication. This is how. So therefore, when our Itne convener was saying that we are still like not in advanced state, I said, who said? We the Northeast people or the indigenous women are the first civilized in the earth. We may not be a degree holder, we may not have a PhD holder, but culturally we are the first civilized who learns to live together as a society, who learns to live together as elder children, a younger generation, and who learns to respect the women. That was. But today, sometimes we say that the women are not being respected. It is not our culture, because the culture has been influenced to us that our men start trying to dominate the women. But let us all revive and recall the past, how the men are being respecting the women and how the women are so called as a holy. That's why when our Secretary General of ARTP refer how the women are being referred as a mother earth, and how the male father is communicated as a sky. Because this is a culture, but it doesn't mean like making a superior and making a inferior. Right? But this is a nature and this is a connection and this is a culture. So one community or the one generation, if you start forgetting your culture, that means we are destroying the whole your identity. If there is no culture, there is no land. If there is no language, then there is no land. If there is no language, then there is no land. But we have everything, the language, the culture, everything we have. That's why today we are being recognized what we are. But sometime when we became as a learned, as a degree holder certificate in hand, then we tend to. I was a Christian, I was a Catholic, but I can never forget my culture. Christianity doesn't allow you to forget your culture, but to make you to preserve your culture, and that is what the indigenous people, the activists are actually, asserting our right. I think that is what we have to be. And with this few words, I would like to actually congratulate everyone who have really spent your time, valuable time here, and making us a common platform. And we all from Northeast are here, and we came to extend our solidarity and our message that we are not divided as a Northeast, but we are united as one platform as a Northeast. Thank you very much. Once again, happy Indigenous Day. Thank you.